right now you probably don't believe that you can be happier without PMO. You believe that a life without PMO is kind of going to be like a half-life. You believe that life without PMO just isn't going to be the same, right? When you believe all of the value with PMO, it feels like a sacrifice, right? Like how easy peasy, right? So if you believe that you need porn for stress, when you're stressed out and you're not using porn, you're going to crave it, you're going to desire it, right? Desire. And pretty much, right, when you hold those beliefs, you feel deprived when you don't do it. When you get rid of those beliefs and you no longer feel deprived, you will have a period, if you choose to have a period of abstinence, right, you will very quickly realize that your life, you're realizing your life before porn, before you got sucked up into this mess. You had a life as a child or an early teen where you didn't use porn, you didn't masturbate, and life went on and it was great and it was cool. You can go back to that. There's no such thing as recovery, right? You can actually recover. You can be recovered. You can go back to before all this fucking mess happened to you, and you just go through your life and you enjoy it. You take the losses, you take the wins, and life genuinely can be happier without porn in it. Genuinely. Hard to believe right now. If you believe in all of the, like, constructed beliefs about porn, if you believe that porn is extremely pleasurable, if you believe that you need it to de-stress, you believe it, you need it for boredom, you think times when you are bored, they're not going to be the same without porn, are they? Because there's not anything to relieve it. But here's the thing. Once you realise that porn doesn't relieve boredom, and once you realise that you can be bored and not watch porn and be happier than if you were actually, watching porn, hard to believe, you can genuinely realise that you don't really need porn for anything in your life. And it goes. Chances are you don't smoke cigarettes. People in this men's self-improvement community don't tend to smoke cigarettes, right? So you don't believe you need cigarettes for anything in your life. You can go to the pub and not have a cigarette. You can go hang out with your friends, you don't need cigarettes. You can go to work, you don't need cigarettes. There are people in this world who really believe they can do it, and it's easy, but they're in a trap of their own making, of their own beliefs. They believe they can't go to the pub without cigarettes. They think it's going to be shit. They can't go to work without cigarettes. It's going to suck. They're not going to be able to have their cigarette break, right? But you, of course, being a non-smoker, realise that that's a joke. You can do that. In fact, you'd hate to smoke these horrible cigarettes. Realise how it's the same, exactly the same. You're in a trap of your own beliefs. You're in a web of your own making, right? So just bear in mind that when you run this abstinence experiment and you get rid of all of the beliefs and you really kind of just abstain, you're like, am I actually happy? Like, how am I doing? Move on. Pick up something more productive to do with your time as opposed to using porn. Not as replacement, but as a way to kind of try something new. Yeah? And when you do that, you realise, okay, I haven't been watching porn. How's my life? Life's been better than ever. Better than ever. You do that for an amount of time, you really realise this time empirically, oh, all of those things I thought porn did for me, they don't do. You realise that, and then you're like, shit, my life's better. Fuck yes. And porn, whatever. That's how it is. Quick video. That's all I'm going to say. Freedom Model, I've linked it in the description. It's free. When you've read that, contact me on Telegram with anything you're confused about and I'll help you as best I can. That's it.